Hi, this is Mr. Robinson again, and today I'm going to be showing you how to create a simple database using Microsoft Access. When you first open up Access, you're going to see this screen. It has some available templates. We're just going to choose blank database. And then down here you can type in your file name that you want to create. I just called it Restaurant Workers Database because we're going to do that as in our example. So go ahead and click on Create. The first view you're going to see here is what we call the data sheet view, or this is where you actually input the information. But before we get to this, we need to go and we need to put in our categories, or fields as we call them, in a database. So we're going to change our view. It's going to ask us to save the table, so you can give it whatever name you want. I'll just call it Table 1. Okay, and now here we are in our design view. In our design view, we're going to put in our categories, or our field names, and then specify what data type each field is, and also go over the field properties down here sometimes if we need to. So let's go ahead and go with ID number, which is already here, and but let's choose number instead of auto number because we want to pick our own number. The little key here just means that it's the primary field. It's the most important, and the ID number is going to be the most important for us, so we'll leave that key right there. Next, I'm going to put in worker name, and we're going to choose just text for that one. Next, let's put in DOB, which is date of birth. Let's go ahead and choose date time for that one, and then down here in the field properties box, we can do this for any field. We're going to specify the format a little more specifically. So let's click in that box and choose the down arrow, and let's choose short date for that. Okay. All right. Next, we're going to put in criminal record. Do they have a criminal record? Yes or no? So we're just going to choose yes, no. And last, we're going to put in the salary of the worker, how much money they make in a year. So for that one, we are going to choose currency. Okay, now let's go ahead and go change our view back to datasheet view because we want to start putting in information now. It's going to ask us to save the table. You say yes. You'll also notice you're going to need to widen some of the columns here. Just like in Excel, you can basically just grab the, put your cursor between the columns and just drag them as wide as you need them to be. So let's just put in some fake information here. So each one of these rows is called a record. So each employee in this case would be one record. So let's just put in a ID number there, and let's put in a name, Joe Smith. Now for date of birth, you'll notice that it's going to choose whatever format you chose. We chose short date. It's going to put that in that format. So for instance, if I put it in the British way, if I put in 27/5/1971, that means he was born 27th of May 1971. When I hit enter, it's going to put it into that same format that we chose originally. For criminal record, and also on this, just to let you know, this is American software. Unfortunately, they don't really have the British date time format, so we'll just have to go with that for right now. Criminal record, let's say he does have a criminal record, but he's turned his life around, so which is great. For salary, let's say he makes 45,000 pounds a year. Now, but watch what happens when I click in 45,000. It goes into dollars, which we don't want. So let's go back and change that. Let's go back to the design view here, and let's go back. We have currency here. Let's go down to the format in the field properties. Click where it says currency. Choose the drop-down menu. Instead of dollars, let's just choose standard. They don't have pounds as one of our choices, but let's just choose standard. Okay, and then let's put in pounds in parentheses here. Okay, so let's go back to, go ahead and save it. Go back to our data sheet view, and you'll notice now that pounds, I'll have to make this wider, but our salary in pounds now here is 45,000 without that dollar sign, which is what we want. Okay, so we've put in our first record here for Joe Smith. After this, I would just keep putting in records for all my workers, and then later on we can create a report based on this information. Okay, that's it for now.